got, but we got smashed, but we got smashed, bro.
3, 2, 1, go!
What's up? It's your boy, Levelhead, back with another live. Boy, your boy is choking. And Level Gamers Podcast, excuse me. Your boy still dealing with this fling and all that stuff. But welcome to the show, man. This is episode 420. Yeah, 420. What's up, Comic Book Crunch? I don't even know the reference. Yeah, I don't know the reference. I've been in them streets, so I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, what's up, Nia? They up here talking foul over my head. I don't know what they're talking about. I know it's foul. A question, K-Bo. Minister, God-fearing of the cloth, why do you know this date? Okay. Okay, all right. Let me pivot. Let me pivot on over here to Keith, the God-fearing. Oh man.
Talk to yourself again. That was some good stuff too.
My bad. Go ahead and explain that again, man. How do you know that?
That's crazy that y'all didn't hear that explanation. That's crazy work. No, so again, I'll explain again. The reason why I know that date, because it's 420 is where the weed heads. April 20th is where the weed heads go and smoke. The International Day of Smoking the Weed. And again, the reason why I know that day is because I'm a part of the culture. I don't smoke. I can't smoke. Like I said before, I'm an asthmatic. I don't like being around any type of smoke. So no, your brother doesn't puff pass at all. Because I couldn't be in the room. It probably killed me all that smoke.
So he don't.
I just know because I'm multicultural.
He don't puff pass. He chiefs and receives. That's what he. Anyway, Keith, how you know that date?
It was by yourself. Same reason. I do not smoke. I do not puff pass, sir. I know you're trying to get it out of me.
How you know that day, sir? Was you a high fan too, huh? You was what was that movie with Dave Chappelle?
How High?
It wasn't How High?
No,
that's Method Man. How High is Method Man?
Method Man was high.
Not Pineapple Express. What was the name of that movie?
No, it was Smoked. Bait.
There it is. Bait.
Half-baked.
Yeah. Half-baked.
Half-baked. Yeah, half-baked. There you go.
And that leads to another question. Keith, how did you know that name so quick, sir?
Stop it.
I knew Dave Chappelle before y'all was talking about Dave Chappelle, man. Don't do that.
Ooh, hold on, brother.
Wait a minute. Slap yourself.
I knew Dave Chappelle when he was another professor. I can't even get it out. Nutty Professor.
Dave Chappelle in.
Pause. Nutty Professor. Pause, Keith. The Nutty
Reggie,
Professor.
take that pile of crap off your head.
But anyway,
so nice, Reggie.
As y'all can see, we already are here. I had them on. See, Nia, that's why I have them on mute. They have nothing of quality to say here. That's why I be having them on mute. They don't need to talk. You got me.
Lord have mercy.
Why everybody go quiet when I said that?
The star of the show, like he said, crazy work.
The creme de la creme. Anyway, but anyway, welcome to the show, man. We here, man. It's just been a week of like the last. I guess April has been the month of news because Sony tried to sneak some DRM in our face, and we gotta see what's going on there. They seem to have made an address. The question is, should we trust them and what they had to say? We also got to talk about Microsoft and these Xbox numbers. They are really bad. As you can see, the Xbox One X, Lord Jesus, the Xbox Series, it is an Xbox One X, ain't it?
What's the difference?
Lord Jesus, the Xbox Series X is on fire. it's that chimney is releasing smoke. So we got to talk about Asha and what she's going to do about these new numbers that have come out. We also going to look at a new First Light previews. They got more footage of this game. This game is looking awesome, man. This game is looking really good. We're going to look at Indiana Jones for the Switch 2. They got some Indiana Jones gameplay out for the Switch 2. We're going to look at what else came out. I think they just dropped a demo of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But it was another game that they showed that I don't remember. But anyway, and much more, man. We're going to talk about Nate the Hate. Is this his first L? Did we got an L on our head? All right, so we got a lot to talk about. But anything y'all, way I heard, did anybody get out to see Michael Jackson? I think some of y'all did.
I didn't, but
yes,
I know
sir.
somebody did.
I thought one of them did.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, but I'm going here.
I did get a chance to go out there to see MJ, to see MJ nephew portray him on the big screen. And I'll say this. There were points during the movie that I had to remind myself that person on the screen is not Michael Jackson.
Dang, that's a pivot for you because you thought he didn't look like Michael Jackson at first. So
he didn't. I did. I didn't think he looked like Michael Jackson, but I was okay because he was family. Mm-hmm. But brother, there is times when you're like, because you looking at a trailer is different than sitting there and absorbing everything that is the movie, because you get lost in the movie because it's told very well, and like you're staring at the guy and you're staring at the moves, you're hearing them talk, you're seeing them walk, you're seeing the mannerisms, and your brain just says, "Oh, that's Michael," and you're like, "No, it can't be Michael. Unless this is old footage." I don't think they showing old footage. I think that's somebody, because the whole Thriller scene, like, it looks like Michael Jackson. Even the bad scene, like, it just not, that wasn't bad. That was different, something. My bad. But when he was dancing with the Crips and the Bloods, like, it just looks like it sounds like Beat It. There we go. Thank you, sir. Beat It. It just looks and it sounds like Michael Jackson. Like, and I had to remind myself, sir, this is not him. It looks like it. It sounds like it. It moves like it, but it's not him. And I'll say the last before I go. Jafar, that brother can dance.
You know, like he what he's benefited from is having that DNA. You can't teach DNA.
Yeah, brother.
And my wife had it's a video of Jafar that's about 6-7 years old from a song.
I saw that when he was in Brazil, right?
Yeah, and my wife was.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, my wife was watching that video about a year or so ago. I was just sitting in the bed, and she watching it on the phone. I'm like, who is that moving like Michael? Look like Mike. Some of the moves just look like Mike, and I'm like, who is this dude trying to be like Mike? And then she's like, this is his nephew, and I saw her watching it. He can move, but he had to really had to train to get Mike's steps down. But yeah, that's that DNA, man. That DNA.
He trained for 2 years. 2 years he trained before they even start filming.
Now, I found out something that kind of bothered me though. and it ain't about
Okay.
the movie. I didn't know Jermaine. Ain't that Jafar's dad?
Yeah,
Yes.
Jermaine. Yeah.
Jafar's mom used to date Randy Jackson
Randy.
and has a child or two with Randy,
Lord have mercy.
or a
Keep it in
child
the
with
family.
Randy. And the woman
You funny.
went on to marry Jermaine and had two with him. So Jafar has a cousin that's his sister. I'm like,
Lord have
you
mercy.
can't make this stuff up, bro. Like, how do you
That's
do
a bit
that?
much.
Yeah, I that bothered me when I saw that. Like, so he has if it's real, I think it is true. He has a sister that's his cousin.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I saw a picture of her. She is banging.
That is funny.
So anyway, I plan on going to see this.
You gotta
When
see it, bro. You gotta
my
see it.
son
You gotta
came
see it.
home. He a critic. He act like he think he a good. He try to be like me, but he can't be like me. He think he a movie buff. But he came home praising that movie too. He's like, man, it's the greatest. Michael Jackson, they need to take that Netflix stuff off, whatever, Lifetime, whatever that other mic is. I'm like, it's greater than the
American Dream?
American Dream.
American-
The American
K-Bone.
Dream ain't got nothing on. I'm like, damn.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Wait a minute.
K-Bone, you gotta
Wait a
let us
minute.
know.
Wait a
Come
minute.
on now.
Is it better than the American Dream?
I think they both have their place in cinema. I grew up with American Dream. I'm not going to diss American Dream. Sorry, I
So
can't do it.
basically, this is Temptations versus the Five Heartbeats.
Yes, sir. I'm not going to diss American Dream because American Dream was
Temptations better
fire.
than Five Heartbeats. I said it there.
Five Heartbeats better, brother. we don't even need a Temptations no more.
They're hot. They're hot in the house tonight. Stand up.
Temptations is just a group in the look for David Ruffin. Man, come on, that was the greatest line in it. They don't want to hear you.
Ain't nobody want to hear you, Otis. That was a bar though. I ain't gonna front. That was a bar.
That was some of the best cinema ever. Ain't nobody come to see you.
That was a
Otis.
bar.
The Temptation without David Ruffin is just a group in the search
There's
for
another
David
group.
Ruffin.
It's search for them. Yep. You're right. I can't deny that. That's bars, sir.
Dude, boy,
Those are
stand
bars.
up. It ain't nothing better. Ain't nothing. I mean, don't get me wrong. Temptation, both of them are up there. They equals. They match. But anyway, but nobody was David Ruffin. David Ruffin. This is what I would give Five
What he in
Heartbeats.
both of them?
No, you got Eddie Kane is a take on David Ruffin.
I know, but wasn't that Leon?
Yes, he in both. Ain't that crazy?
Leon.
Yes, he is in both. He plays the brother who kept.
No,
No, the dude
Leon in
that,
both?
Yeah, the dude that plays David Ruffin is also in the Five Heartbeats too.
Really?
Mike, my son down here. Michael.
Okay.
Tell me, tell him what you told me. Was Michael Jackson movie good?
Yeah, I mean, it was better than the
No, say it like you said it yesterday. Ain't nothing.
Say
Say it with your chest.
Put that
Say it
thing
with
on,
your chest.
ain't nothing touching.
Yeah, it was better than the one that got Scary Felix in there. Or Flex, whatever.
No, come on now. That
all right,
I don't know what that is.
Okay. I can make a better Michael
I
Jackson
can't. Scary Felix. I don't even know who that is. But anyway, as y'all can see,
talking
we
about
already here ready to have a good time. Welcome to the show, official Wave K and Chariot Man. This piece. All right, so hopefully I and my household, my wife and my daughter, Kendall wants to go see this movie so bad. Hopefully we get out and see it here soon to give our contribution to this this probably multi-billion movie in the making. Where is it at right now? It's already at 400-500 million, ain't it?
Yeah, I think they already made their money back.
Man, Mario got out there at the right time and got out the way because they can't let us come early because we see that the king of pop is coming. But anyway, anything else before we get into what you've been gaming on? Hey, okay, let's go. Yeah. You know what time it is? It's time for What Have You Been Gaming On? Sing it, folks. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. What you been gaming on? 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 Gaming on, gaming on, gaming on. Who going first?
I'll go first.
All right.
I'm the pappy. Okay, let me stop. All right, I'm done. My bad. What have I been gaming on? Pragmata. That's what I've been gaming on. I finally completed the game, beat it last week,
Oh, nice.
and I
saw
will
that.
say,
I was gonna ask you. I was like, I know he beat it. I could tell by how he talking. Great game, awesome. Oh my God. I was like, yeah, he beat it. I ain't studying. Go ahead.
Goty. I'm putting it up there. I'm putting it past Resident Evil so far as some of the best gaming that I played this year. Oh yeah.
Is it because you didn't play it on the Switch too, sir? That why? Because it was better frame rates and visuals?
Not at all. Not at all. I think I would say the same thing if I played it on the Switch too. I just think the game was pretty good. Really, really good. I enjoyed the hacking. I enjoyed the story. The story made sense for what they were trying to tell. I like the communication and how the two characters grew on each other. They weren't trying to be overtly trying to give a narrative or something in this direction and that direction. You know how games be trying to add too much stuff. They didn't do that. They just they weren't trying to do too much. And there's post game stuff that's encouraging that you can go in and play after you beat the game, which is I was just playing some of that before I got on here. Very fun. Get your heart rate up. It's a good game, man. It's a really, really good game. I enjoy the hacking. I think this is a super unique game since Astral Chain. It reminds me of Astral Chain in that you're doing two things at once. You're controlling your main character while also controlling the thing that's going to progress you in the game. In this case, Diana, while also trying to dodge and understand that there's missiles and all these things shooting at you. At the same time, you got to get back in position to hack. It's a good time, man. It's a really, really good game. I encourage anybody, Cabo, to play the game.
Waiting for it.
And give it a shot.
I want to co-sign that, Cabo. I really think you really might need to reconsider this one. I really do. I'm with Keith on that one. Go ahead, keep my bad.
Free demo. But yeah, the other game
I played the demo. Remember, I did play the demo.
That's why he don't want to play it because of the demo. But
I played the demo.
again.
I'm telling you, bro, you might want to push through.
Play it again.
The other game that I played a little bit of this. I didn't play much. Played some Replace. I finally played it for real this time. I think I mentioned it last time, but this time I actually played it and I got to the combat. The combat was actually, it really reminded me of like, and y'all probably already know this, but the combat really reminded me of like the Batman, Spider-Man type games where certain colors will pop up above the enemy and you have to block, dodge, counter, and do those types of things. So I plan on actually seeing that all the way through. I just haven't got off Pragmata yet. I did get a chance to play Final Fantasy's Rebirth. I downloaded the demo on the Switch too. I started playing it, but then I realized I didn't beat I didn't beat the first game, so I had to quickly cut it off. And I think I went ahead and deleted it. I was like, "What am I doing?" they showing me characters I don't even know who they are, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. So I went ahead and re-downloaded.
Are those characters in the first one?
Yeah, the game is a continuation. The game is the Rebirth is the continuation of the game. It's one big game.
Yeah, I know that. I'm saying those characters that's in Rebirth show up in the first one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because where they put you at, you already know what's going on. Like you should already know what's going on, but I didn't because I didn't finish the game. But what it did do, it kind of got me excited about picking the game back up. So I might pick it back up and try to see it through to the end just before Rebirth comes out. Now, will I continue it on the Switch 2? That's a good question because I've seen some issues. I don't even care about the 60 frames a second. That's nothing. But like I've seen some other issues with the Switch 2 that kind of gives me pause to see if I want to play it on there or not. But that's just the demo. We don't know what the final release is going to be like when it finally comes out. So I want to say that's everything that I gained on. But yeah, man, Pragmata gets my stamp of approval. I think that's going to be Goaty.
Okay.
It's going to be Goaty.
All right. K-Bomb, you got the floor, sir. What have you been gaming on?
Yes, sir. All right. What I've been gaming on. The Huge. So, gaming on NBA 2K, the homies. Been on, so I've been gaming with them. Been gaming on Marvel Rivals. Been gaming on that, so that's the pretty much the Huge, and then there is another game that I game on, and I can give a review on this one. I played the one game, so I tested out because the fellas asked me, and they like to say that I don't come through, but I came through. And I played Overwatch on the Switch too.
Oh, wait a minute.
I played Overwatch on the Switch too. Yeah, I did it. And I played it for one game and said, nope. Maybe I should have went in and because I just found out. So I played it for one game on the Switch too. And I was like, nope, I didn't like that at all. I didn't like the analog sticks on the Switch 2 trying to play the shooter.
Interesting.
I didn't like it. It didn't feel right. But also I've been having issues with
is this handheld or the Pro controller?
Handheld. I don't.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
I don't play on my screen, man.
That explains it. I'm sorry.
It probably explains it. It probably does. It probably does. I probably need to try it on the big screen, but I don't play my Switch that much on the big screen. It's usually handheld mode. So I played in handheld mode. Didn't like it that much. Played one game and turned it off. But then I said, you know what? I need to cross-reference it with the PlayStation 5. And so I turned on Overwatch on the PlayStation 5 and started playing that. And I said, okay, definitely doesn't look close, but it's fine. But then as of yesterday, I found out why it didn't look close. I was playing on balance mode on the PlayStation, and I switched it to frame rate mode on the PlayStation 5. And then I said, oh, they do look close. It's called frame rate, buddy. Don't tell me what it's called. It's called frame rate. It's called frame rate. And I switched it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, it does like the Switch too. So the frame rate mode on the PlayStation 5 does look like the Switch 2 version of Overwatch. And what I found out was when I switched it to frame rate, my aim got better. So I was like, that's the problem. I was, it's probably still 60, but it's probably higher than 60 on frame rate mode. Marvel Rivals has 120 frame rate mode, and that's why I usually play on. It's 120. And so that could have been an issue, but I played a good amount of Overwatch, actually. I played probably 12 games of Overwatch. So kind of thinking maybe I don't want to put it back in the rotation or not. I don't know. It still makes me mad, but it was more enjoyable than previously. So Been playing that. Like I said, reviewed it for the homies. I need to do doc mode so I can have a full review of it. So I'll do that next and have that for you guys next week. But then I've been putting time into Expedition 33.
Nice.
I think I am over 20 hours, I think, already. It is a game that's kind of hard to put down. You want to keep playing more and more and more. But this game is brutal, bro. Like, I didn't think I was playing a Souls game. I didn't think I was playing a Souls game.
So it's PG.
It's a Souls JRPG game, because if you mistime that parry, you get punished. Good Lord. Like, you are responsible for your defense. The game doesn't do the defense for you. Like, you know, you have it will pop up and say dodge just on its own. Nah, player, you are responsible for taking damage or not. And so I've got some tips on how to build my character, and so I've been working on that last couple of days, and see some improvement. The game, like I said, the gameplay is fun. I enjoy it. The story, I like the story, man. It's very French though. It is very French. But I like the story. You say what?
Oui.
Oui. Pause. But no, I like the story. It's legit. It's been fun. I like the way they tell it. It keeps you guessing. There's some twists that happens in the game. You still don't know what's really going on. The enemies are varied and unique. It's a AAA game. It's not game of the year for me yet. Like, I understand why people loved it, but it's not at the point where I'm like, oh yeah, I see why this one game of the year. I'm not at that point yet. I see why it's a good game, but I haven't got to the point yet where I say I see why it won all the awards that it did last year. I'm still working on that piece. But yeah, that's what I've been gaming on. Anything else I missed? No, I think that's everybody. Yeah, that's what I've been gaming on.
So, I guess it's my turn. So far as what I've been gaming on, it's the same. I've been playing on that Pragmata. I finally made it to the first boss. And it's an interesting boss. It's a huge boss. It's like a city. It's the size of a city, basically. It's a skyscraper size type of boss. And it was interesting getting there. I'm enjoying the game so far. Like I said, I'm not where Keith is. Keith beat the game. So
put it down, brother. Couldn't put it down.
I don't look. I can't. When I play it, I'm locked in, but I just can't really get down here and play day to day like that. So I'm playing in spurts and in spots when I got some leeway too. But no, I'm enjoying the game so far. I'm not dissatisfied or feeling like I'm missing anything with the Switch 2 version. It looks beautiful. The only thing, man, I will admit, Dana's hair does get on your nerves after a while. It just look like
Diana.
My bad, Diana. Hair gets on my nerves after a while. It just looked like a matted mess at times. Like, oh, Jesus. This looks so like comber hair. Somebody get a comber just running through it so that it just don't look like it's just all napped up and tangled up. But other than that,
hey, to that point, it ain't perfect on PC. Sometimes you be sitting there looking at a cutscene and her hair just start moving by itself. Ain't no wind blowing, just hair just like what's going on, and then it'll quickly adjust. But so don't think it's perfect on PC.
Yeah, the only thing that'd be my biggest complaint would be the hair. I'm enjoying the controls. Man, that is a lot to do. It's like Astro Train, but it's not like Astro Train because Astro Train is also trying. You literally try to control two different characters at the same time, like literally moving them around the stage. I'm glad it's not like that because that's literally why I stopped playing Astro Train. It just got too challenging for me after a while. I just didn't like doing that all the time. in this, you got to stay on that grid, man. You got you got to stay hacking these characters, and they're not. They don't care that you trying to do two things at the same time. They don't care at all. Like if they can get to you, and like I said last week, it's how they move. Like I don't know, I don't know what they call. In the earlier portion of the game, you meet a few different enemy types. You meet just a humanoid, which you've seen in the demo, and you meet what I would call a bigger variant, like a giant size version of that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know how Keith feel. Them things be moving in the most weird, soulless, creepy way. Like how they animated those enemy types. I don't know what they call it. I can't think of what the name of those are right now. They just move so soulless. Like you can tell this is supposed to be a shell that looks like a human, but it ain't human at all. And it moves like how it dips his head, how it kind of snakes at you and move emotion, but no emotion on the face. Then the eyes turn red. Oh my God, it be sometimes, I ain't gonna even front. 2 times it freaked me out so bad, I forgot what I was doing. And Diana said, move. You gotta move. Watch out. I'm like, oh, that's right, I gotta move. Cause it was freaking, then it get down on all fours, and then it open its mouth, and then it just crawl. Oh my God, it's a little creepy. But I'm enjoying it.
It's a freaky robot.
Yeah, it's a creepy robot. And you gotta shoot the face. But at this point, I'm getting through them pretty easy. I just so I finally beat I didn't die on them. I beat the first boss. And now I'm in the area where you kind of facing off against like samurai type. They kind of put me in the mind of like samurai robots. And so I haven't made it that far in that stage yet, and I had to quit because I had to go do some stuff. So I'm enjoying it so far, but that's all I played on this week. I didn't get it. So don't judge me that I don't have 4 and 5 games like these brothers. From writing messages, editing videos, watching mom, watching kids, I just can't. Hey, we a game tomorrow. So, but with that being said, we got a lot to cover on tonight. Sony, let's go with Sony first. Let's just get on to Sony first. So, if you didn't know, there were some situations taking place with digital games, I guess, that you hadn't played in a while, I guess, or new games. I forgot how it was going. But it showed up that a warning or began to show up or pop up that after 30 days, if you didn't check in or clock in, you would not be able to play these games offline. So this caused a kind of a commotion within the fan base. I started seeing a whole bunch of people covering it. So I guess we need to talk about it. And K-Bump said we have to talk about it on here because Keith was like, I think this was I think this was proven to be false. I'm like, no, brother, I don't think this is false. K-Bump was like, nope, we got to talk about it. So let me pull up this right here and read it.
Let me tell you how it went down, actually, for those who were on PlayStation.
Go ahead, because I haven't played on my PlayStation.
So, the way that it went down for the people that was on PlayStation, I'm playing NBA 2K. So I'm in the chat with my brother and then my 2 homies, and we're playing NBA 2K. And we're seeing people just log off on NBA 2K. And we're like, what's going on? Why are people just like not log off? Like their player becomes an AI because they leave, right? That happens when you leave, your player becomes an AI. And so we're like, why are people just leaving the game? And so we didn't understand what was going on. And then we're playing, and my brother, he gets kicked out. And it was like, bro, what happened to you? Why you get kicked out the game? We said he got something that popped up, and it said that he had to accept some. I forget what it's called. He had to accept some agreement.
Yeah.
Right. And so we're like, okay. And then another, we're still in the game, different game. And then one of my other homies get kicked out the game. And now he has to accept it. We're like, what is going on here? And so I'm playing, and I'm shooting free throws to win the game. And then I get kicked out while shooting free throws to win the game. And I'm like, what is going on here? And so that's how it all happened. They kicked you out of the off online, so that you had to sign and identify that
authentication license.
Yes. Yep. And I'm like, that's big trash, bro. That's big trash.
So that's how it went
down. Like, kicked us all out.
So this was just randomly happening. Real time was different people playing, are randomly getting booted out, forced to sign this authentication license.
Yes, forced to sign it.
Wow. So that wasn't really reported. So you giving firsthand account of what was taking place. So
if you wanted to get back online, you were forced.
Wow. So this is what it says. PlayStation address 5 DRM concerns in new statement. The PlayStation DRM situation isn't as bad as you may have thought. This is IGN, so take it as you will. Last week, reports began popping up online about a quiet but controversial new change being introduced to the PlayStation 4 and 5. Players noticed that new game purchases had a 30-day clock that will require an online check-in in order to keep using them. As you just heard, K-Bum wasn't playing a new digital game. He was playing a game he been had, and they had to sign in with this. So it wasn't just isolated to new games. It seemed like it was just across the board.
It wasn't about the game you were playing. It was the fact that you were online.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. It was
they kicked you off and made you sign this agreement.
Right. So it's not about a game. It's about online and identifying that you own whatever you playing. Essentially, this would mean if you played your PlayStation 5 offline for over a month straight, your digital games may be rendered unplayable. And I guess this is but you play that game you play that game regularly, don't you?
Yeah, I can talk about what's going on, but yeah.
Okay. Unplayable until you went online to authenticate its license. Naturally, this sent players into a frenzy, rightfully so. This was the exact kind of DRM that Sony roasted Xbox over back in 2013, ahead of the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One respective launches. Fans have been left to speculate over what exactly this means for the PlayStation. Excuse me. But we're left without concrete confirmation. Thankfully, Sony has broken its silence on the matter. In a statement to GameStop, PlayStation confirmed that there is a one-time check-in to confirm the license. But beyond that, players won't experience any interruptions. So that's their thing. This is a one-time check-in confirmations to affirm, authenticate that the game you playing, you have the license and the right to play it. And supposedly, you won't experience that interruption or required check-in ever again after that first one. So, K-Bum or Keith, who want to go? Keith, you want to have something before K-Bum comes in?
Yeah.
Let him go. No, let him go.
All right, go ahead, K-Bum.
Look, cook.
So I want to make sure I clean it up. They were not stating that the game I was playing that I had to confirm that it was legit, right? What you have to do is you had to agree to terms and conditions. right? So it's not no matter what game you were on, if you were online,
Right.
you had to agree to these new terms and conditions. And the thing is, they never told us ahead of time
I'll be
what
right
we
back.
were agreeing to. Right? They never told you ahead of time what you're agreeing to. You just all of a sudden kicked off while playing online and said that in order to get back online, you have to agree to these terms and conditions. Right? And within those terms and conditions is this new DRM. And so most of us, if all of us, like, man, let me get back on this game, agreed to it, not knowing when it was, and agreed to this actual DRM to our systems, which again Level had identified. So, what is this? This DRM is within a 30. Here's the problem. The problem that I'll get to the problem part. And matter of fact, Keith, I'll leave you some time to talk because I'm gonna come back and clean all this up and clean the bases like a cleanup hitter in baseball. But I'm gonna give you some time to talk about it. I want to make sure I identify what it is, make sure I clear up any issues with it or any rumors about this. So the thing is, it is a one-time thing. It is 30 days, blah, blah, blah. But I'm going to let you go ahead, and then I'm going to come after you and kind of clean this up and kind of explain from my position, what do I think this is, where I think this came from, and what the impact of this is. But I don't want to say everything and not leave you nothing to talk about.
Well, I don't know if I can get in detail with you because like you have first hands-on experience. I don't even, well, I have a PlayStation 4 in the house. You know what? I don't know if my son has been on there. But anyways, let me stop yapping. All right. So what I want to know is this. Where is the outrage? I'll be on Twitter. Like I have in my job, I got like 3 screens, 4 sometimes. And I'll have a screen open for Twitter. Sometimes I'll refresh it while I'm working. There's no real outrage for this.
Really?
As I hadn't seen one. Of course,
I saw it.
Well,
people were ticked.
Well, but my thing is this.
But the initial response of oh, you gonna give me DRM? You just like Xbox. Like that when it was you're blocking my games and I gotta stay online every month for 30 days. Oh, there was outrage.
Okay, I didn't. Well, in my worldview, I still got to speak from my worldview, so I'll consider that. But just like you just said with the Xbox, and I was going to bring this up, and Nia already said it. This killed the Xbox brand. They're still
2013. Yep.
They're still trying to recover from this very thing. But my thing is this: Sony is saying it's a one-time thing, but who's to say in the future that they just won't do it again? You can say that, but that just kind of shows you how much power they actually hold. And this is a service that you pay for. Like you're paying monthly for, was it PlayStation Plus to play online? So you're
PlayStation Network.
PlayStation Network, excuse me. They could just disconnect it just like that, or make you set up another requirement. So that's what I was looking for, and I guess I got to go to the PlayStation circles. I was looking for the outrage not because I want to see PlayStation fall. I do not want to see that, but what I wanted to see was, are people going to push back? Even that article that Level was just reading, oh, it's not that bad. Why are we treating Sony like that? If it was anybody else, it would have been World War III. It would have been guns blazing. But
initially it was like what I read and what I saw. Initially, people were pushing back on this and says this is no better than Xbox. Why are you going to make me have to stay online for 30 days in order to renew my game? Why can't I play it offline? You lied to us. Like that's what I read when this first happened, and that people were ticked off. People were saying Sony is the same thing in Xbox. Nothing makes you better. I don't want this. Is not what I wanted in my games. This is not what I signed up for. How can you try to take advantage of us? We don't like this. Remember, Sony fans are the same fans that pushed back on Helldivers. Like let's not get it twisted.
It's true.
Sony fans will push back when Sony tried to push that PlayStation Network on Helldivers, and people like, nah, return. No, I ain't doing it. Right. So I'm not saying that there's not Sony drones out there, because there's plenty of Sony drones. But no, what I read and what I saw was people were ticked, and I was ticked.
I see.
I'm like, how dare you?
I'll say
How
this.
dare you put a 30-day limit on my game? I bought these games. I can play it online if I want to.
I think
Yeah, it says it right here.
Go ahead.
Let me just read this to K-Bon's point. PlayStation fans are perplexed after Sony raises prices on consoles again. One fan said, "This isn't the brand I know. I can't do this anymore." Yeah, this was 7 hours ago. So this is kind of going into like all of it, just taking it all in. I'm thinking about buying an Xbox because they're consumer friendly. That's funny. Yeah.
I would say this. It's not so much the fans, even though I do think that's a fair critique. And Nia's K-Bum, you might want to get a response for her. She says Sony fans didn't push back on Helldivers. PC fans did, but I'll let you process that.
I responded. I said we supported them.
Oh, okay. But I think the bigger the bigger issue is why aren't the IGNs and other outlets that would have poured gasoline on that flame? Why didn't they pour gasoline on it? Like, that's what I'm looking at. Like, okay, right, the fans did cry out. They were frustrated. They were angry. I saw that. That's real. They were like, this not cool. This not cool at all. But you didn't see, like, okay, let me take Nintendo. Let me, when the whole price stuff came out, or the misinformation about game key cards, you didn't see, you saw them pour gasoline on that stuff. You didn't see them try to smooth it over. Like, if you read this, the PlayStation DRM situation isn't as bad as you may have thought. It's the framing of it.
But this is after, though, right? This is after.
Yeah.
Like, this comment is actually correct.
Yeah, it is. But
first, the articles I saw first were saying the same. Were saying this. Like, I saw a Kotaku article that first came out, and they were upset. No. They were like, this is like Kotaku were upset about it. And then another article I read, even when they came out and said it, they were still saying, well, what's going to stop them from, like he said, what's going to stop them from making it longer or making it more frequent? Like, I did see that. But this comment, like, is correct for what they're trying to say. But yeah.
Well, my point is, like, again, they are taking Sony's word for it. We don't know. Sony's saying you don't have to worry about this as a one-time event. My thing is, why are you doing this at all? You know what? Why do I need to check in if I haven't played a game in a month? It's in the cloud. I own the game. You know I purchased the game. It's still my name. It's still my internet. It's still assigned to me. Why do I need to check in after 30 days? Why? What do I need to do that for? But I mean, that's beyond me. I don't understand the reason.
Explain why.
So
I can explain why they're doing what they're doing.
Go ahead.
So if you remember a couple of months ago, and I was supposed to get the article, but I didn't. A couple of months ago, they got the keys to PlayStation 5 encryption.
A hack, right?
To be able to jailbreak it easier.
Okay.
It was a big news that they got the keys.
I remember what you're talking about.
Right. And so what has happened is a large influx, and what people are doing is that they are buying the game, downloading the game onto the jailbroken systems, and then refunding the game.
Okay.
And getting their money back. Right. And so what Sony is doing is there's a 30-day clock from when you buy the game. It's not that, hey, you've been offline for 30 days, so the clock starts. It's a 30-day window from when you
purchased the game, right?
From when you purchase the game. So there's a 15-day window for refunds, right? And then there's another 15 days for this permanent license to kick in. Because that's what kicks in. Is that this permanent license kicks in after 30 days. It checks to see if you're online, and then now you have a permanent license, so you can do whatever you want. You can go offline now. You can do whatever you need to do, and is there for those jailbroken systems. So now when you put it on there, you got 30 days and you got to take that jailbreaking system online. But once you take it online, they see that the system is jailbroken and they can brick it.
Right. I got you. I'm okay.
Most of the jailbreak systems. So that's why it's there. I'll be honest. I don't like this. I was upset when they did it. I still don't like it.
Right. I'm
still not a fan of it. But it is there. It's there because of piracy. That's why they added this to prevent
the same thing that these same outlets went at Nintendo because they're trying to shut down all these outlets that was pirating their games, and they said Nintendo's anti. See what I mean? See what everything they doing here is the same thing Nintendo was doing when they was going after all the emulators. And what did they call Nintendo?
No, nobody goes after the emulators though.
Well, my point is,
I'm just throwing salt on.
I know. I'm just saying. So, it was something you said. So, how widespread is these jailbroken PlayStation 5s and 4s? I guess.
I don't think it's that widespread. To be honest, I think I think they're trying to get in front of it. I don't think it's as widespread as you would expect it to be.
Okay, how widespread was the pirating of Nintendo games?
Well, everybody had ROMs of all the systems. But
my point is,
to answer your question, very widespread.
Right, but the energy that these outlets had. Let me finish my thought. I'm not even pushing back at you. I'm trying to give. No, I think it is. I think it is in the same ballpark. Just let me cook it up a little bit, then you can dissect it. I'm gonna sit
back.
Point is, when you look at this article, this article from IGN is just taking Sony at face. It's just taking Sony's word for it. It's not a big situation. It's just a one-time thing. They have nothing to really prove anything. They just take Sony at their word, right? Like Keith said, who we don't know. If down the road Sony may decide, you know what y'all thought we was doing, actually we gonna do that. They could do that, right? But my point is, there is to me, and this is a small conversation. Don't even have to go for. I'm just trying to give a little bit more room for what Keith was saying because I think he has grounds for this. While the fan base, while the gamers did cry out. I'm not going to say I saw a whole lot of coverage from the major outlets about it. I didn't see them. That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm using them, how they poured a lot of gasoline on these fires when it came to Mario Kart World, when it came to game key cards, when it came to DRM with the Xbox. They poured fire on that stuff. But here it is with Sony, doing DRM, but telling you it's only one time. Hey guys, nothing to see here. Move on. It was a false call. Like, really? Would other entities get that easy of a pass if they had done the same thing with the same verbiage, with the same reasoning? Would they get that same pass? And I'm questioning I don't think they would.
Yeah, just to kind of add some more to that, while you were talking, I went back to see if I could find the other IGN article, the one that goes before that, because that was pretty much a follow up. Because like K-Bone was saying, this is the response. So
Send
I was
it to
like,
the chat so I can pull it in too.
Yeah, so I was like, so what was the initial one? And it's weird reading this because it's like they're actually trying to be a journalist. They're actually trying to do some reporting. They're not trying to add too much color. They're not trying to steer I'm gonna give you this one level. They're not trying to steer a narrative. They're just reporting. We're confused. What's going on? We're just gonna write it vanilla. But anybody else, they're gonna add color, a little spice. They're gonna do this. And then in another one, here's a Kotaku article. Let me read that title for that one. PlayStation 5 appears to have quietly introduced DRM checks, prompting player confusion. Straight vanilla. That's exactly what it is. But anybody else, they would get some extra seasoning on that. If you know what I mean. They put
So this
extra
one right
seasoning
here?
on that.
So let's read it.
Yeah.
Let's test your theory.
Go for it.
All right, PlayStation 5 appears to have quietly introduced DRM checks, prompting player confusion. Reports are rife that Sony Sony has quietly added online DRM checks for newly launched PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 games. Though the company is yet to clarify what this might mean for players. So let me see. Fans spotted mentions of a new online check-in over the weekend, as highlighted by noted game preservation service Does It Play. In a post on X Twitter, Does It Play stated that newly purchased PlayStation 4 games now show a 30-day valid license timer, something that was most likely introduced in March 2026 firmware. The post continued, PlayStation 5 is affected too, but only shows an error when starting a game. The suggestion here is that Sony has implemented a background check on newly bought digital games purchased from March 26 and onward to detect whether players are trying to boot a legitimate copy of a game with a 30-day grace period should your console be offline. Numerous users have posted evidence of chat conversations where they contacted PlayStation's office consumer support about the issue. Though the agents they spoke with did not seem fully briefed on the situation, adding further to the confusion. Meanwhile, many fans have equated this latest discovery to that of Sony's previous C-bomb snafu, which I don't know what that is. K-Bone, they're trying to bite on your name, bro. C-bomb snafu back in 2021, which initially left some gamers unable to function, games unable to function if the console's internal CR2032 coin cell battery failed, killing the machine's internal clock. After much foray, I think that's how you say that, foray. I think that's how you say
that's right.
Sony rolled out system updates that smoothed over the issue. All right. So, like, I agree. There's no my opinions here, no what we think are this is wrong, this is anchored. You don't know, it ain't a lot of color here. It's just covering the facts of the situation. Not giving you any indication on where they leaning with the stuff. So Keith,
they're very careful.
Yeah.
They're very careful.
Yeah. I got to give you that, Keith. You right on that.
Let's hold on. Let's have a little fun tonight. Here's an IGN article from May 1st, 2025. I'm not even gonna tell you what it's about. I'm just gonna read the title and then we can move forward.
Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2 game key cards a little disheartening. That's from the theme remastered dev. A little disheartening. A digital future has some concern. Really? Now digital future has concern? All because Nintendo. Okay. All right. But anyways, just kind of give.
I think there's grounds, and I know I don't want to come off like a fanboy, but there is a way Sony is, and we talked about this before. Sony is dealt with a lot differently than Microsoft and Nintendo. They get light gloved up. They don't get punched up. They get light pitter paps. It'll get discussed. It'll get covered, but it's not going to be. The world is not crashing down when Sony does these things. There is a difference here. I think that's fair to say. But clearly, we don't know if this. We got this. I guess. Let me ask this, and then we'll move on. Do you trust that this is a one-off?
I think for now, I think you can trust for what they're saying right now.
Okay.
I think they're Sony's smart enough to recognize the outrage. Sony has been on the other side of outrage. They're not dumb. They see it. So I think you can trust them doing it, but they did display a power that they had. Obviously, all three the big three have that type of power, but they did show that they could do things and really mess with you if they really wanted to. So I don't think you can not believe for this climate right now. I think you can believe what they're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just about to say what Nia said, and that's a very good point. I was just about to say that Sony is good about backing off when things get too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they flip out and like, man, we just set the world on fire. I think we need to rethink this. Right? They're not put your feet deep in the sand type of company. They were like, you know what, we made a mistake, right? And then kind of run back on it. So I think that they're smart enough to kind of know that you can only ruffle so many feathers, and I think the PlayStation 3 showed them that you can only ruffle the feathers so much before people will actually turn on you. So right now I think it's good. I think if they do go full DRM, that they will get very heavy backlash. I would, yeah. So I was actually going to come out and diss Sony even harder. Until they came back and said that, okay, it's a 1 day thing. Because I thought if they put a 30-day clock on my PlayStation, I'm ticked. Every 30 days, I don't care if I'm always online. That's not what I signed up for. So the fact that they backed up and only had this one time, understandable. I can see it's for a purpose. It's purposeful. But like he said, they have this power, and if they did it on the PlayStation 4 as well, that shows you they've been had the power.
All right. Well, that's that topic. I didn't get my take. I mean, look, I think Nia is right. Sony do tend to go as their fans cry. They tend to lean into those cries and kind of pivot. So we'll see. We will see. We do know that they wanted to do the same thing that Microsoft was doing, but when that backlash came, they quickly used it as an opportunity to position themselves well. So, yes, I think Nia's right on that. So yeah, for right now, hey, I accept what they said, but I wouldn't be shocked down the road if, oh, that was an accident. We didn't mean that. That's a glitch in. No, here it is again. But anyway, we'll see. But it's something Darkwing said. Welcome to the show, Darkwing. He said, "Thank you, Nia." I was trying to look at what Nia said. For years
about Sony being too big to fail. It's a comment right before that.
Oh, okay. The truth is, Sony is too big for. I read that they have casual gamers and hardcore gamers. Even if this isn't a one-time thing, people will accept it like they accept every other bad practice. Thank you, Nia. Okay. For years, people keep saying it's Nintendo that gets the favor child treatment. That's the part I was reading for anti-consumer practices, but it's been Sony that's been getting away with murder for years. I say they all getting away with it, but Sony never gets their hand slapped like Nintendo do, or Microsoft. And I literally made this argument months back. I said Sony doesn't get the same backlash that, like when they was closing them studios and all that. Sony doesn't get the same animus that Microsoft and Nintendo get when they screw up. But anyway, let's move on. So, as you can see in the thumbnail, the Xbox Series X is on fire. The chimney is smoking.
Yeah.
The green is almost yellow now from the flames. So we got to talk about this. The recent financial reports from Microsoft indicates that Xbox numbers are indeed bad. That's what it says. I'm going to read this and I'm pulling an article in. The company's fiscal year 2026 third quarter earnings report revealed a decline in Xbox revenue, with hardware revenue falling by over 30% And overall Xbox revenue down by 5%. These declines are part of a troubling trend, with Xbox hardware revenue having fallen by more than 30% in 3 consecutive quarters. So this is not a recent happening. They've been saying this for a minute. The decline in that's why Phil ain't there. Yes, Lord. Anyway, the decline in Xbox content and services revenue is also notable, with a 5% decrease year over year. These figures suggest that Xbox is facing significant challenges in maintaining its market position and attracting new players. Yes, that's the word. That's what's happening. So Asha has a lot to do. So we've been talking about them for a minute.
Right.
We talked about how Asha came in and began to question, why certain moves
Everything Phil did.
Everything
Phil did.
Okay, well, why you trying to rush me fast?
My bad. I'm sorry. I'll let you cook. I'm sorry. I'll let you cook. Let me cook.
Let me
cook,
set
brother.
it up. I'm trying to put seasoning on this plate so
My
y'all
fault.
can go
Cook.
in.
I'm sorry. That's me. That's me, bro. That's
so
me.
let me cut this chicken breast back up again. All right, so
sorry.
So Asha came out a few weeks ago, said she is learning, right? She's trying to discover why Phil and company made certain decisions. The next week she came out and said, and she also said that Game Pass was too expensive, right? Me and Keith talked about that while K-Bum had his toes in the sand in the Caribbean, drinking his pina coladas, him and his wife, Miss K-Bum. K-Bum come back, Asha uncut Game Pass prices. And then last week, what else did they do? It was something they did. They cut Game Pass price, and then they're talking about they cut Microsoft Gaming and went back to Xbox, repositioning the Xbox brand as the brand, not Microsoft Gaming. So everything was looking good. Everything was looking like, man, this girl is really coming in. She's trying to figure stuff out. Well, we see why. Yes, Lord, this is not good at all. So, Keith, I guess I'm gonna bring you in first, bro. What's your thoughts with these financials and earnings from this fiscal year of 2026? What's your thoughts?
Well, first of all, I think everybody should understand that these are the results of the previous administration.
Absolutely.
I've seen a few people online saying, see, and they did all that stuff. Like, yo, slow down. They haven't had a chance to actually turn the tide yet. You got to give it time. We'll see what happens after a certain amount of time. But right now, this is the previous administration's leftovers. And like Level just said, we see why she's being very aggressive about making changes now. They have to right the ship. They have to turn it around. I don't know what that looks like. Because to the fan base, they're saying, oh, we're back. Some of the moves she made about cutting Game Pass price on Xbox and PC, going back to the Xbox brand. But let's call a spade. Even when Xbox had exclusives and they were all about the Xbox brand, they were still losing. They were still not, they were still in third place, sometimes even fourth place. I don't know what third was, but they were still not the company that would challenge or rival neither Sony or Nintendo. So this whole we're back, this, that, and the third, I don't know what that looks like. This article that I'm reading from The Verge, it says that we are focused on delivering cloud. Wait, nope. I'm sorry. That's not what I wanted to read. Go back up. Something about rededicating. There it is. The team is recommitting to our core fans and players and shaping the future of play. This is from the Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella. He said last week Games Pass changes are one example of how we are staying responsive to customer feedback. Well, if that's true and they're listening, then Xbox fans, make your voices heard. Tell them what you want, because they are listening, because they are in what I would call a desperation. And they are desperately trying to right this ship. So, hey, man, they're going to take your feedback and they're going to implement it. But that's all I have right now. To me, it's just evidence that Phil did have to go, whether he left on his own or he was fired. I lean more toward he was fired, and it's just evidence. And unfortunately, all the other people like Sarah Bunn as well, and probably others, had to step away too, had to leave because the company was just tanking. But they did end up making $82.9 billion in revenue, which is odd. So I don't know what's going on over there. Maybe it's the gaming division. Maybe that's Windows, Microsoft. I don't know. But as far as games is concerned, thank you for Game Pass. I will continue to try games and never buy them. That's all I got.
Came on.
This dude is tripping, man. Oh, sorry. Yeah. What's the question for me?
No, same question. Like, what's your thoughts on this, man? These numbers, these financials. What's your take?
Is anybody surprised? I don't think no one's surprised about this. This is who we thought they were. If that's what if you get the football reference there, we are who they thought they were. But yeah, no one's surprised about this. We know Xbox brand was on a downfall. We called them dead. I mean, on this podcast, we said they're dead. So this is not too surprising on what's going on here. Not too shocking on what we're seeing, but this is the state of Xbox, and I think Level, you said this. It's going to take time to turn it around. I mean, it's going to take time. This is not a fast process.
We all said it, but you want to give me credit for it. I'll take it.
Absolutely, I want to give you credit for it, man. Let me give you some credit for it. It's gonna take some time to do this, man. This is not something that we're just gonna all of a sudden. We're here. We're back. Let's do this. No, it's gonna take some time, man. And so I'm excited for the turnaround. Hope it gets here sooner than later. But yeah, this ship is gonna be a long ride, man. It's gonna be a long ride here. But they do have a good start. I like what she's doing right now with the brand. I like what she's doing with some of the decisions. I think it makes sense. I'm in agreement. But it's gonna take time, man. They the time for them to turn this thing around. So we'll see about that.
Yeah, I'm a kind of just carry on from where Keith said. We can't put this ain't Asha. This has nothing to do with Miss Shaman. Shama, I think that's how you say it. This is Phil. This is Phil. This is why Phil is not there. just hey, bruh, you got to lose a season again. We think we need a new coach. I think the players need a new voice in their ear. We thank you for your service. We thank you for your time, but it's time to move. We need to bring a fresh voice in here. That's what happened. And these numbers, man, they got to be hemorrhaging money. They got to be, because it literally said Xbox made around $221 million in quarterly revenue, down more than 30% year over year. So I don't really know how. I don't know how to explain that and how that process that, But right here it says earnings down $380 million in latest quarterly. They losing money. So that Game Pass cut, they trying to find something that to jumpstart. They trying to jumpstart this battery. Like, this car is dead. Hey, they got the battery, they got the jump cables on. Hey, hey, give it started up. Is this oh my Lord, cut off the lights. You know how you do, you try to jump a car. They trying to jump this car that is on the side of the road right now, man. They down bad. And hopefully they can pull this thing, out of Xbox out of the situation this is. I don't know if Asher can do it. I don't know if it's already too far gone. That body may have rigor mortis in it already.
That's crazy.
I mean, I'm just telling the truth. Like, they might not be able to pull this off. You dang feel them dang near killed the brand. You when you kill customer trust, consumer trust, that's it. And when you started putting your games everywhere else, and yeah, they did a lot of damage where people like, can I trust y'all? Like, I want to be with Xbox, but if they mess around and get into another ecosystem like Sony or most likely Sony or even Nintendo, and they find a home there, they may, hey, I'm good over here. I've been anti-Sony all this time. I don't know why now. I'm over here. I'm enjoying myself. I'm good. Like, that could literally happen. I think there's still a chance for them to right and course correct, but this girl got a lot of work on her hands. She has a lot of work, and it's going to take some patience. It's going to take some time to steer this ship back to shore. But yeah, Phil did a doozy.
I agree.
He did a doozy.
I agree.
And
I agree.
let me ask this. Did Phil do more damage than Don Matrick?
That's a good question. I want to say, man, because Don Mattress is the reason he was in position to try to make these decisions.
True.
That's a good question. For the sake of the conversation, I'll say yes, because I feel like Phil probably should have been removed a long time ago. It ain't like we're shocked, like K-Bon said. It's obvious. Like, oh, now it's just now happening. No, this been happening for years. And kind of what Satya was saying, like, where the team is recommitted to our core fans and reshaping the future play. We're staying responsive to customer feedback. Sir, they've been talking. The customers have been talking way before this. Why now? Why do you want to start being responsive to customer feedback now? So I would say that he's done worse. What's up?
No. Nia jogged my thought on the conversation me and you wanted to have, and I think this would be a good place to have it. But no, let me let K-Bum add his take on who done more damage. You said Phil. K-Bum, who done more damage? Phil or Don?
There is only one person that after they left being CEO, we were like, I think they done. That speaks for itself. There's one person that when they left, we were like, yeah, that's it. Xbox dead. You can go do something else because making video games is probably not going to be your forte. So I really think there's only one person that did that, and I have the even though I liked the guy, thought he was a great guy, it's Phil.
Yeah.
Phil did more damage.
I would say it's definitely Phil, and this is how I was going to explain it. Don did a very rapid, major blow, but Phil was a slow burn death. Like Phil was in the operating room.
I like that.
Cutting off the oxygen. Somebody trying to save the body. Whereas Dunn just hit it upside the head with a hammer real hard and thought it was over. Phil just slowly been doing little small things to kill this brand. And like you said, we loved
That's a good point.
We loved him, but it was mistake at the mistake, statement at the statement, lack of confidence, move at the move that made no sense. Me and you and Keith saying all you got to do is make games. You build it, they will come. That's it. But Nia.
Saying, I just want to go back to what you were saying. Just saying we can't compete with Sony.
Well,
you don't say no stuff like that.
You can't say that, bro. You can't say that.
So, Nia said something that made me think of a conversation we wanted to have last week. Just real quick. Is it a knock to Sony fans that Xbox games that they say that we all say nobody wants to play are outselling Sony games?
That's funny.
Should we
say that one more time? Is it a knock to who?
Is this exposed? Let me say it like this. Let me reframe it. Is this an exposing of Sony fans who said all these years Microsoft doesn't have games, yet those same games that they didn't have are outselling your games on your platform? So have this just been a lie for all these years? Because Keith, we've been saying Sony don't have no games. Microsoft don't have any games. Microsoft don't have any games. And every game that has come from Microsoft to Sony is outselling Sony games.
It's selling. It's doing numbers.
Indiana Jones did numbers.
Hi-Fi Rush, Forza.
Is Starfield out yet? It hasn't came out yet, has it?
No. Starfield's not out yet. No.
What game that came out?
Forza was up there for a while.
Forza killing on the PlayStation.
It is.
Is this hypocrisy exposing itself with the Sony fan base? Who want to cook? I set up.
I don't think this is. I don't think it's the issue with the Sony fan base. What I think this tells you. You can put something on the Sony fans base, but what this really tells you is not that Xbox doesn't have games. What Xbox doesn't have is customers that's going to buy games. I think that is what it tells you.
Wait a minute, K-Bum.
No, he took my point.
No, we're not going to.
I'm not being slick, brother. Because here's the thing. If these games are brother.
Go ahead.
This is an honest answer. This is not me trying to duck because I'm a Sony fan. This ain't none of that. But what this tells me when it's doing numbers on Sony's system is that this is a game of quality. This is a game of quality that people want to play. That's what it tells me. And so I look at it. So if it's a game of quality that people want to play, then why isn't it doing numbers on Xbox? It's because Xbox conditioned their users not to buy games. Let's get this straight. Last generation, Sony had to buy Call of Duty from Xbox because it was doing numbers on Xbox systems. Call of Duty used to do numbers on Xbox system, so they bought some little exclusiveness to rights to have with Call of Duty, right? Because the Call of Duty numbers would be more for the last generation would be like almost more on the Xbox than it was the PlayStation. So the previous generation of Xbox gamers bought games. They did. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. The previous generation did. This generation of Xbox gamers do not buy games. Those games go there to die. And they sit there and they rot and they look at Game Pass and see numbers on Game Pass.
That brother said they sit there and rot.
They see numbers on Game Pass like people playing it, but ain't nobody spent no dime on it. And so that, to me, like I said, I'll speak for myself. I think it says something. It says something about Sony fans being hypocrites about Xbox not having games. But I think what is louder is that Xbox players don't buy games.
Okay. I let Keith come in. Reason I'm saying, the only reason I'm not, everything you said is correct, right? Microsoft did condition their fans not to buy their games. But these are the games that Sony fans were saying was trash. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, they hate it. They're hating.
They were hating on these games. They was hating on Horizon, Forza.
They wanted Hi-Fi Rush. I wanted Hi-Fi Rush.
And that's what I'm saying.
I stated the fact that I wanted Hi-Fi Rush. I ain't about to spend no money on it though.
But you wasn't hating though. You K-Bum, you would look at it for Hi-Fi Rush, and you would say, you know what? If it came to the PlayStation, I'd definitely play it. You wasn't saying it's trash because it wasn't on the PlayStation. Where they said now what's going to be the teller is Starfield. If Starfield sells like crazy on the PlayStation 5, that's going to be, I think Forza already doing it, but because, Forza couldn't hang with Gran Turismo, but Forza sure is outselling Gran Turismo.
Well, it's no new Gran Turismo, but yeah.
Well, there is a Gran Turismo on the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5.
Yeah, but it's not new. It's an old game. It's been
but it's still okay. And Forza is not new either, and it's outselling it. It's outselling that game. Anyway, Keith, come on in here, bro. Give me your thoughts.
Well. K-Bone took my point. So how do I pivot? Well, I'll take it maybe a step further. Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe PlayStation gamers wanted to play these games, but you know what they were not going to do to play them? Buy an Xbox. Like you said in the last segment, you said, Phil, if you build it, they will come. Well, the games are on a platform that I have. Why not? So that's how I'm trying to pivot since K-Bone took my point. I think because the games exist.
Sorry, man.
No, it's all good. Because the games exist, I might as well get them. That's kind of like a Nintendo fan calling third-party games third-party games. Now you're getting third-party games. Now all you want to talk about is third-party games. Did you hate on these games? Or were you just saying it because you couldn't get them? I see this as being the same situation. So yeah, they are hating.
Wait a minute.
No, they hate.
Pause, Keith.
That's the same thing, brother.
Let's unpack what you just said.
That is the same thing, brother.
Let's unpack it. Let's unpack. Wait a minute. You throwing it out there without no seasoning.
This is the same thing.
First of all, what they was. Wait a minute. What they was calling turd.
Nintendo.
Wait a minute. Let me explain. Make sure I'm hearing Keith right. Let me see if I can hear Keith right. Were they calling third party games trash, or were they calling what was coming to Nintendo trash? I'm trying to make sure I'm hearing this right.
All right, let me say it again. Maybe you heard me say third party. What I said was third party.
Right. Was they calling it third party?
They had a whole term for it. They call it third party because they call it a piece of.
I'm gonna let you have that one. I feel like I think you might be overblowing what that was, but I'll let you have it. I can't fight it. I can't fight you right now. But I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna let you have it.
All right, okay. Let's let it. All right, I'm gonna let it still. Okay.
What? But you better walk away from that, Key. Don't say nothing about that. This is a rare moment.
I'm gonna let it have it. Because I believe it's just been so long since I heard that term. A lot of time that was going at Bethesda for the needing to update and the all the frame rates. They were saying third party for that. I don't remember them just saying outright third party is trash. But I don't.
Nia said Keith is 110% correct.
Nia always gonna back up Keith. I ain't studying Nia.
No,
She always gonna back up. She always gonna back up her gaming buddy. Ain't nobody studying Nia. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just trying to make sure Keith ain't leaving out some details there. He's not wrong, but I'm like, I remember third party always being said when they would need them, they would have all them glitches. Specifically, Bethesda was definitely that third party was used. And I think it was Mr. T that I heard saying it all the time. And all the time when I heard him using it, it was pointing out all the day one patches that was coming to third party games. I don't think it was saying third party was trash in general. But I might be wrong. So that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna let Keith have it. I am. I'm gonna let him have it. But the Sony was calling these direct games. Forza is trash. They were saying that.
Yep,
Starfield is trash. And that's a little bit different to me. But I'll let Keith have it. Go ahead, Keith. Cook, man,
Okay.
your seasoning tasting really good. I like these onions.
There you go.
Go ahead.
I got this from Spain. Imported straight from Spain.
Now hold on. Now I do got some balsamic from Greece. Let me
And
check.
while Keith is talking, this is Forza
Let me not
playing on the
flex.
PlayStation 5. Let me look up how
That
much
was good.
Forza is sold on PlayStation 5. Hold up. Go ahead, Keith.
I'm
I said,
eventually
man.
get it. Eventually, I'm gonna get it.
But are you going to buy Xbox for it, K-Bun?
How much
No.
has Forza sold on the PlayStation 5?
Exactly.
I'm gonna say something else. No.
5.8 million has already sold. 5.8 million.
Man, 5.8 million on the PlayStation or just total?
PlayStation sold over
Jesus.
5.8. Yeah.
So
Let's see what Grand Theft Auto played. What has Grand Theft Auto sold on the PlayStation 5?
Make sure you call the right
when
Grand Theft Auto.
When Asha is looking at these numbers, Xbox fans, and she's seeing 5 million on PlayStation 5, you think they're gonna take that game away from PlayStation gamers?
How much has Gran Turismo sold on the PlayStation 5?
That is money, Keith. You think about it.
That's
Maybe
money.
Another 5 million sold on PlayStation. Why keep it to your? But she is talking about exclusive matters though, bro. That is her language right now. Her language is bringing back exclusive mattering.
That's 5 million, K-Bun. They matter. Maybe not this one.
Tell him, Keith, say it again, Keith.
They matter, but dude.
Well, let me say this. As of December 2025, which is it Gran Turismo 7 that came out? Is it 7?
Was that the last one?
I'm not sure which number that is, brother.
It
I
sold
don't play it.
16.5 million copies.
Okay. All right. We can stop with the nonsense.
All right. Go
Okay.
ahead.
All right.
All right.
But 5 million is still good, bro. I'm not even
Forza-
going to downplay 5
I'm
million.
not going to sit up here and lie, though.
5 million,
Forza
bro.
Horizon looks good. I'm not going to lie. It looks amazing. It's a good-looking game. Did it only take having Sony and PlayStation 5 on this game to make it look like that's an amazing looking game?
Ooh.
You know what?
Shots fired, brother.
You know what, though? Truth be told, sometimes it was because it's Xbox. We see that green X,
Brother.
and it just made it feel like it wasn't up there. I think it was, man. But anyway, keep
Forza Horizon 3 is one of my favorite games, man. What you talking
Look,
about?
brother, I know Forza's a great game. Forza always looks amazing. I'm just ready to see what Starfield gonna do. But anyway, because if Starfield cooks, brother, that
Bunch of
to me,
liars.
these are a bunch of liars. These are a bunch of hypocrites. But Keith gonna throw that little turd party out there. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna have to research. I'm gonna have to look back. I ain't heard that I've been so far away from that community. I ain't heard that in years. And the first I used to hear say that was Mr. T. Third party. I had my own patch videos out there. But anyway, so any other thoughts on Xbox? And we kind of went many different ways with that, but yeah. Dang, this looks good on the PlayStation, man. I got a PlayStation 5 on there. Thank you, Thank you, Microsoft. Thank you for bringing this game to a system I can play it on.
Hey, that's a nice pivot. Not pivot, but a nice because then you have another nice setup. That's a nice setup. I can't even say setup.
We gotta talk about
nice
First Light. Let's go there.
No,
what was going?
Indiana Jones.
Oh,
Switch 2.
Oh, let's go there. I had First Light already queued up, but let's go there. Okay.
Huh.
So, I don't know if it was today or yesterday. It was one of them days. We got some actual footage of Indiana Jones playing on the Switch 2. So, Keith, do you plan on checking this game out on the Switch 2? Let's go here.
No, sir.
Dang.
No, sir.
Oh, but Keith, I like your honesty and candid. You just candid, like, brother.
No.
Okay.
Nia actually asked me that too. No, I'm not gonna play it. Like, what's the point? I can play it right now, and I don't want to. I could do that right now.
I wasn't interested in this game either, so I don't know what to do about it.
I heard it's good though. I heard it's
too.
really good.
I heard it was too. It looks good. I mean, this while you were talking, everybody, this is the Switch version. So this is not Xbox Series S or X or PlayStation 5. This is Indiana Jones. And what is the title?
The Switch 2 version?
The Circle. Yeah, this is the Switch 2 version. Indiana Jones.
Yeah, that's right. It can run on the Switch. I'm tripping.
Yeah, not on the Switch. The Switch 2. And the Great
Switch
Circle. 2. This is a preview. Some people got to play it, and they're showing. So one thing I had to say though, I am highly. You know what? I am highly impressed with how third party and what they've been doing with this system. I'm highly impressed. If you would have asked me this last year prior to the Switch 2 coming out, I would have told you I don't think that's going to happen. I would have told you I didn't think that much third party would be coming to the system. To see these games coming and looking as well as they do, this is dope. I can't front. It looks good. I'm not saying it looks better than Xbox or anything like that, but it looks darn good. I mean, if you didn't tell me this was an Xbox, I wouldn't know that it wasn't. I sure say that. I wouldn't know that it wasn't Xbox until you told me it wasn't Xbox and then pointed out why it's not. It looks good. So, but am I going to play it? I don't know, man. Sorry, Microsoft. You should have brought Forza. I probably would have brought Forza. Go ahead, Keith. What you got to say? You said you're not interested. You can play it right now?
No, I'm not interested no, I'm not interested. I don't know. That game's been on Game Pass for quite some time now, and I played like a little bit of it. Thought it was cool. I don't know. Just something about this.
It's the first person. It's the first person, man.
And I typically like first person, but this is giving me Bethesda did this, right?
Yeah.
I don't like when they do first person. I really don't. It turns me completely off from that game. So, and I played Resident Evil Requiem all the way in first person. Enjoyed myself. Just something about this don't work for me.
Comic Book Crunch said, we knew they would come when they saw that 150 million sold. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure, man. I think
you have Vaseline Witcher because of 150 million, brother.
I know, but we didn't get these games. We got Witcher. Okay, we got Witcher.
They were trying. They were trying to get him on the Switch. Like, man, this thing is duct tape and wet paper towels.
And that's what I was.
Doom Eternal. Was Doom Eternal?
Yeah, that's where I was finna go though. I think it's because Nintendo gave them a system that can actually do it. It's like, okay, it's the follow up. You got the power. It's a follow up to that 150 mil. Yes, let's see what it's going. And the combination of what we just talked about with Microsoft kind of slipped. I don't know if you call that a slip or an
I'm
absolute
slipping. I'm
fall.
falling. I can't get
Can't
up.
get up.
You got to stop with these perfect timings. But anyway, so K-Bum, go and take it. What's your thoughts on this, man?
I'm gonna say this real quick first. I'm gonna say this first.
Yes.
This is validation. Your enjoyment level is validation to me. Because
wait a minute here, don't you?
I'm
scared
said,
where you finna go with this, man.
Years ago, I've said this years ago, back in the early days of K-Bomb 20 on the podcast, back in Straight Talk days.
Don't go back that far.
That if Nintendo put out quality, that what was missing, and I know I spoke for myself, was third party. That was the key ingredient. I said
did
that.
I ever disagree with you on that?
Yeah, yes. People say we didn't need third party. Like, it's nice.
We didn't need it, but that ain't say we didn't want it.
There we go. There we go.
Okay,
What I'm saying is that this enjoyment that you're having right now, like you're buying so many games, it's ridiculous.
Why you throwing it in my face like that, sir? Why you gotta be like,
I'm actually excited.
He throwing it in my face. Now go ahead.
No, I'm actually excited for you because like you haven't been this excited in gaming for a while now. I'm just being completely honest. I haven't seen you go and buy this many games in this short amount of time, even with the risk of your wife putting hands on you. That you've been doing this. It says a lot.
Wait a minute now. I was buying these games for the PlayStation. They just on the Switch, so why not buy them on the Switch?
Nah. You weren't buying them in this. You would spread them out a little bit more. Now hold up, now.
No, for real.
You would spread them out a little bit more.
Are you saying I'm just buying it because it's on the Switch too?
Bro, you bought 3 games around that Christmas birthday, your birthday or whatever that time was, when you bought like 3.
3 games were bought for me.
Cyberpunk.
Whatever you want.
I didn't buy. They were purchased for me, sir. Yote and Shadows was purchased for me, and I did buy Star Wars Outlaws. I did buy Madden, but I bought Madden on the PlayStation 5. I bought 2K on the PlayStation 5. So these were not games that I didn't typically buy. I would say the only game that I did not typically buy.
I said the frequency. That's what I'm saying.
They coming so fast.
You would buy 2K in December.
Yes,
it would come out. It would come out in September. Yes. You would get about 3-4 months, and then get it.
Black Friday, $30.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't waiting for no black nothing.
I know.
You
and
gonna get it.
Slow it. And K-Bum, you notice when I paid off that Best Buy card, your brother done slowed down. I ain't trying to go back over there.
Okay. Let me get back to my point.
To co-sign what you saying. Let me co-sign you.
Okay. Go ahead.
I am. You absolutely right. I am absolutely excited, and third party is absolutely part of that excitement. So you not lying. Go ahead. You got it.
Okay. Excellent. So I think this is dope. I love seeing more games put on more systems. This looks good. It looks playable. I don't see a big issue. The only issue I see is the anti-aliasing. Nintendo doesn't do that very well. But the Switch 2 has been better with the anti-aliasing. But this also could be because it's compressed on YouTube. And not only YouTube, we're looking at through a live feed on YouTube, so it's much different. But I still think it's a good looking game. I think it does what it needs to do. There shouldn't even be any issues. I love the third party support on the Switch 2 system. To quickly quickly answer what Nia says. I have bought more third party games on my Switch 2 than I have first party. Remember, I'm not a first party gamer on the Switch. I'm not a big fan of first party Nintendo games. What I buy is games that fit the on the go play or the handheld play. and that's what I would want to do. I would use my Switch to buy games that I think are fun on the go. Right. So Hades, I think is fun on the go. Civilization, I think is fun on the game. Yeah, smaller games. I agree. Shinobi, I'm most likely is going to get on the Switch 2. I probably also get Ninja Gaiden on the Switch 2. But that Castlevania, that's PlayStation, baby. Them graphics look amazing. That's PlayStation, baby. But yeah, smaller games and something I can play on the go that feel comfortable around. Heck yeah. Those will absolutely be bought on the Switch, and I would prefer to buy those type of games on the Switch. Stuff that you can save and go back to, not something that you have to continuously play like an online game. But on the yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Any final? Well, like I said, for me, it's cool to see these games coming. I don't think I will be getting Indiana, at least no time soon. Put it like that. I'm not a fan of Bethesda games. I can't even think of.
Yuck.
I can't even think of any Bethesda game I've ever bought. Like, I'm really not a fan of their games. I'm not a fan of how they. But again, this is a IP that's really not there. So, like, the visuals and the character models look better than I've seen much of anything Bethesda does. But I've never bought a Bethesda game that I can personally think of. I do not support them. They trash developers to me. But anyway, so no, I'm probably gonna be skipping out on this because I still got to get South of Midnight. I'm just waiting for it to get a little, maybe some updates on the Switch.
And a sale. I will get it on a sale too.
Possibly a sale.
I thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was good, but I would definitely, if I was gonna buy it, because I didn't buy it, I bought it. I played it.
I think it's at a decent price at $49.99. That's not bad.
I would wait.
You know, if I like I said, if I hear of an update and they tighten up the frames like they've been doing with Shadows, I might. You know, once I get done with Pragmata, I'm contemplating whether I'm going to play this game right here. Pivoting to First Light, we got some new gameplay, and I'm just gonna tell you right now, brother, if they keep showing this game, it's gonna be on that 5 because I don't know if I'm gonna be waiting. But if South of Midnight get an update with some of the frame rate, that price tag ain't scary to me. I might get that. But anyway, so we got some new footage on First Light. James Bond, and we got some first hands-on play, extended play, about 3 or 4 hours worth of play, and a lot has been coming out about this game. They're kind of saying it's a cross between Hitman and Uncharted. But then some also brought up that it has some, well, my boy Keith been saying, and he called it some watchdog elements in it. So, who want to take the floor first? I mean, I say this. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm liking what I'm hearing. I'm liking that it's mixing the cinematic, character-focused, story-driven dialogue and cinematic movie elements of like a Uncharted with Nathan Drake and Sully and all that. Because I think James Bond is the perfect character for such type of cinematic that type of gameplay, but mixing it in with that Hitman, sandbox gameplay, and having multiple ways to approach a problem. Whereas in Uncharted, you only can approach a problem one way. It's you go in there, you're gonna have to shoot them people. There ain't no multiple ways to figure out how to get past a certain checkpoint or whatever. Whereas in this game, there's multiple ways to solve the situation. So I think that's dope. But based on what y'all been hearing, what y'all saw so far, I see Nia saying fire. K-Bum, come on in here, bro. What's your thoughts on this First Light, man? Is this a day one for you?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I said this beforehand. The issue with it is very hitmanish. And this is not a negative for most people, but it's a negative for me. It's too open. It's too open ended. Give me some linear. Tell me Nathan Drake. Like, point me in a direction, sir. So no, but I've never been I've always watched the Hitman. I never played the Hitmans, and so I'm not getting this game day one. I think it looks cool. I think it looks dope. I think it looks combat got some seafood in it. I see, but no, it looks good. It looks dope. I'm excited for people who can play this. I think IO was the best company to do this type of game because this is their wheelhouse, and I like the aspect of it, and the set pieces are very Uncharted like. With the set pieces, I do see the Watchdog aspect of it. Being that I played the first Watchdog, I can see those aspect of it. But it looks dope. It's just look probably too open ended for me for right now. Maybe if I hit a lull before the football season comes out in August, maybe I'll dive into it then. When it's when basketball is wearing thin and I'm tired of rivals, maybe I might dive into a single player because right now I'm loving my single player, so I may keep a good rotation of that. But I think it looks dope, looks great. Even the Switch 2 version looks nice. It's gonna be fun, but not a day one for me.
Have we seen the Switch 2 version yet?
Yeah, I thought we have seen Switch 2 version.
I don't think so.
I don't think we have.
I thought we had. Oh, my bad.
Bro,
my bad.
They ain't showed us nothing on that
My bad.
Switch because I was been first.
That's why it's delayed. It's delayed. That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
delayed.
My bad.
So you don't think this is linear enough? It feels like it's linear.
Nah.
You don't?
Nah,
okay.
Not for me. Not for me.
Because Uncharted 4 had that you can go multiple ways.
Yeah, but it wasn't that.
Yeah, I got you. Man, I might have to go back. I might have to go back and play Uncharted 4. Them games still look amazing, and in some ways look better than some of the games that come out now. All right, come on, Keith. Sure. What's your verdict on this new preview of an impression of First Light, James Bond 007?
James Bond.
I think it's cool that all the outlets and YouTubers that you may follow that got a chance to play the game, I think it's cool that they're all universally praising this game. Like I told you in chat, I can understand the comparison to like Uncharted because people love those big set pieces. And of course the Hitman comparisons, obviously. But I said it last week, for me, it was the Watch Dogs influence that I see, what using gadgets and being able to manipulate the enemies and things like that, and seeing that IO took the opportunity to make sure that you had multiple ways to do stealth, or you can go in guns blazing. Actually, there's a thing where you can't actually go in guns blazing. You have to get the I think it's called License to Kill.
Yeah, License to Kill.
It's called License to Kill.
That's right. Yeah, you are right. I do like that aspect. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So you have to kind of like hold back, and then you can figure it. But I just like the open ending of it. I get the sandbox, for K-Bond. Like, I don't feel like doing all that right now. Just send me in one direction. I get that. So I understand that position as well. But I like stealth in games, and I like stealth where I can play it the way I want to play it. I even played Zelda stealthy in some moments. Like, I didn't always just run up and just start fighting. I like to see what I could do, how I can use the environment to my advantage. So I think this game is going to be fire. I still think Pragmata still might be my goatee, but I think this game is going to be amazing. And I can't wait to play it. And like I said last week, I ain't waiting on no Switch. I can't wait to see it, though. I want to see it on the Switch, but I ain't waiting. I'm playing this game, and I'm enjoying myself. So
I told
And
y'all, ain't no guarantee. I'm trying, but the more I keep seeing it, the more I'm like, man, I might be getting this game on the PlayStation 5. Ain't no double dip. Ain't no double dip.
Nah, can't double dip. Not this time.
I ain't got to play everything on the Switch, too. I just know it just feel good not to ever have to leave that area. Like, I could just, hey, okay, I want to play this over here. And so, I mean, I apologize, yo. Tay, I'm going to turn you on. I'm going to get back to you. But, yeah, I'm liking what I'm saying. I also like the whole trying to bribe or, finesse your way out of situations. How they talk about
that bribe thing is dope. I think that's
that sounds dope. I wonder how that's gonna work because they said it don't work on everybody. But there are situations where you'll run in and they said you was chasing. You run into a place and he says, "Have you seen this girl running through here?" And it throws the person in confusion, and they let you go. So I want to see how that's gonna work and how fleshed out that is. But I mean, looking at it, I don't have the same concerns as K-Bum have with the sandbox. Because I like, games like Splinter Cell. It got them vibes in it. And, I love Uncharted. It's definitely got some Uncharted vibes. I played Watch Dogs 2. I don't think I played the first one. I did play the second one. And it does remind me of some of that, but I ain't really into all having 15 million gadgets and all that stuff you got. That's it just be like, man, just give me a gun and some bombs and get out of my way. That's how I am. So I don't like things being overly tedious. I don't like tedious stuff. But anyway, it looks cool though. But we'll see. I still want to see more. It looks cool so far, but I want to see more. This is absolutely a summer blockbuster type of title, though, for sure.
It is.
Game of the year. I don't know if I'm seeing Game of the Year or anything.
Some people saying it.
Yeah, but it's just because of some explosions and some. And
exactly. No, exactly.
I'm talking about the guy who played it. The guy who played it. The little video you guys sent in the chat.
Talk level.
I ain't ready to say it's Game of the Year yet, but it's definitely looking cool. It looks good, but I ain't gonna say I see Game of the Year or anything. Pragmata is good. K-Bum, I'm not gonna lie. Pragmata, and the reason I'm gonna say Pragmata, I would still say Pragmata over this because Pragmata is doing something totally different. This is nothing different. It's just a lot of what you want. This is what's his name?
Nathan Drake.
This is Michael Bay. All this is Michael Bay summer AAA movie. Michael, but this is what this looks like. It just got one of your favorite characters, James Bond, on there. So of course it's gonna be good. It got everything, but it ain't showing you nothing you haven't seen before. It ain't offering you anything you haven't. It's more of the same, but we always want that. Hamburgers are always good if you like hamburgers. It don't matter that you done had that same burger 15 million times. It's still good every time you eat it. So that's kind of how I look at this. I know what I'm getting. It might be from IO and it might be have a little Hitman, but I know what I'm getting with this game. You can see, you know what you're getting. Pragmata. That's I'm with Keith. I ain't ready to say it's GOATY or I'm not saying GOATY, man. Game of the year. But I would rather look at a game like that and say that's game of the year or even Requiem over this. This just that summer crazy blockbuster, adrenaline rush type of game, explosion and all that. But I'm not gonna knock it. I'm just not ready to say it's game of the year based on what I've seen so far. It looks like it's gonna be fun though. For sure. Any other thing on this?
Play Pragma. No, I'm playing. I'm just
Calm down, brother.
So another game dropped, and that was a demo of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. What's y'all thoughts on that? I know, Keith, you said you downloaded it, but you erased it. What's y'all thoughts on them kind of just, stealthily dropping that on the in the eShop? And on Xbox as well. Let me not forget about the Xbox.
I think that's good. I think that was that specifically on the Switch. I don't think anybody on the Xbox has anything to worry about But for the Switch too, because the game went from a linear to a open, I don't even know what we want to call it open world, but a more open area type of gameplay, there was concern. And the fact that in some cases it didn't play all that hot on the other consoles as well. So it was like, how is this going to work on the Switch too? But I believe from the little brief that I played, I didn't play much, but the little brief that I played, I think it's going to be okay. And I think the final game is going to be even better. So,
yeah.
Go
Come on. Real quick, what's your thoughts?
I didn't get a chance to see it, see how it looks, but I am excited for those who get a chance to play it. It's not my cup of tea. I never really played any Final Fantasy, but I am excited for those who get a chance to dive into that world, and the fact they're just dropping it in the eShop. I think that's good. That speaks very well, because that means they don't need to make a scene off of everything that's being dropped there, because they're getting a lot of games, and so if you that means that this should be a regular occurrence when you don't have to make a scene about it every time something good drops. So I like that. I think that's dope, and hopefully is continues the trend.
Yeah, man. What it says to me, they really satisfied with what they have been able to do, to just drop it in the eShop like they did it. To me, it says they're satisfied. When I look at it, it looks like Integrate. It looked just as good as Integrate to me. Integrate looks good. It looks like that. I'm happy. Like I said, I'm gonna keep though. I still got to finish Integrate, and even when I finish Integrate, I don't know if I'm ready to continue. I don't think I'm ready to invest this much time into this, because I don't know if I'm ready to invest that much, but it looks cool. I can't play this many games, so I'm gonna have to start picking and choosing. I showed my Switch to a lot of love, and I sold these third-party companies a lot of love. At this point, it's down to now, what do I really want, more so than just wanting to see what it's like and seeing if it holds up and being able to talk about it here. The Switch has proven itself. That's what I'm saying. The Switch 2 has proven itself. I don't think nothing else needs to be. It doesn't need any other title to prove that it's here and it can do. If you take the time, it's capable, and these games have shown that. So I'm done just buying games just to see for myself. And I think this may fall into that category where I may not purchase it because there's too many other games I want to play. But it looks cool, man. It looks cool. It is more open world, so that's a little different. But I mean, it looks cool. I'm gonna try out the demo. I'll probably download the demo just at least see what it looks like. I ain't really caring about story being ruined. I don't care. I just want to see what it looks like. With that being said, Nate the Hate. And we end on this. Nate the Hate, we covered him and some of the leaks that he had predicted, and some of them happened. Some of them literally happened. He talked about Splatoon, Raiders coming this summer and that happened. But he also said that Star Fox was coming this summer and it will be announced before April was out. And as we know, today is the last day of April. And let me go check on X just to make sure it ain't trending. Let me go over here, Keith. Let's go over here and see. And let me see if the Nuggets lose tonight, boy. I wonder if they're going to treat the Nuggets like they would treat the Lakers. But anyway. So I don't see Star Fox trending nowhere. So I don't think nobody has said anything. So this may prove to be Nate being wrong. Yeah, the Nuggets look like they're going to lose. Nate being wrong, like clearly wrong on something. So, Keith, you wanted kind of to talk about this because we did talk about Nate and how we wanted, he kind of said a little too much. How are you feeling? Because he tried to damage control. I'm gonna just say what it was. He tried to damage control this, but I don't think he was able to. Really, I think people was like, we're not buying it. What's your thoughts, man? He said it was going to be announced. It's not announced. What's your take?
I think it's hilarious. I think it's funny. Putting your faith in these people, these internet people, man. I mean, even me, I was just like, okay. I was, you can ask me, I was giving like a countdown, like, all right, he got 2 more days. He got it right now. He got an hour and a half. What you gonna do? Nintendo not finna announce in an hour and a half. But I'm just saying, like, this type of stuff is funny to me when these rumors and people that it's gotten it right in the past. And I think they said Nintendo was like somebody said Nintendo was intentionally leaking information, trying to see where this information is getting leaked from. This could have been one of those situations. Trying to find the worm. And this could have been that situation, for, trying to figure out who, if Nate has a source or whatever, they probably figured it out. And that whole Star Fox thing isn't going to come to fruition, at least not now anyways. It makes sense since the movie dropped and it has Star Fox in it. It'd be smart to capitalize on it. I mean, that's just a smart business move, but they may have found it. But this is what Nate said. If you wanted me to read it, I don't know if you want to read it.
Go ahead, read it.
He said, as I said several days ago, I don't doubt the existence of the game. Several media outlets, people have also talked about the game outside of me. The timing of the reveal was off base and incorrect. It's a mistake on my part. So he took ownership of it.
Yeah, but he at first he said that a marketing plans changed. That was his first reason. Then he said what you just shared in the chat. I think you put that in the chat, didn't you, as well?
Probably did.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this, and K-Bump, come on in. I don't know. I don't even know if you really got anything to say on this or not.
No. I don't really have too much. I haven't. Yeah, you guys can roll with it. You good?
I was gonna say this. This doesn't hurt Nate, in my opinion, at all. You're not gonna get all of them right. But what it does do. Forget Nate. Nate is Nate. If he was wrong, he wrong. He's been right enough that you can't discredit him for being a credible leaker. Not expecting everything for him to get right. But I will say this, though. And shout out to Angry Vigilante. You're going to love this, sir. I don't know if you're still here. But if we gonna clown and poke at grifters, right, who rode the negative Nintendo wave, then we need to start poking at the grifters that ride these rumors and milk the crap out of these rumors. And I got a name I'm finna call out. And I know he went through some stuff with his family and all that. So, but Nintendo Prime is absolutely ridiculous with just riding rumors for rumor's sake. Like, when I see his stuff, I know it's nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. He's not finna share anything that means anything. It's just finna be the latest gossip and the latest rumor. And I ain't knocking it. If that's how you make your Skilos, if that's how you make your De Niro's, and that's what your fan base wants, fine. Because I think Nintendo Prime is good at what he do. But I was like, man, you, for the last 3-4 days, you have made video after video, day after day on Nate the hate, and if he's going to be right, and you have hope. And I'm like, bro, you just milking this. More details on Fox, on Star Fox. No, you don't have no more details. There's no details here. It's just it's out to me. That's just as bad as the Nintendo drifting on the negative stuff. So I'm not mad at Nate. Nate doing what Nate does. But it's the ones who milked what Nate said to high heavens that's annoying. Nate ain't did anything. If he's wrong, he's wrong. He's been right too many times to be discredited at this point. One wrong ain't to me, one wrong does not discredit your credibility. He said several other things that happened. The only thing that didn't happen, for the most part, is Star Fox, and I think he might have missed something else that didn't happen. Everything else he has said has happened. So I'm not gonna knock Nate to hate. I was kind of salty at how much he leaked, but I'm not gonna knock him. It's the ones who take what Nate the hate says and make 20 million videos off of it. You know, and I called out one of them. Yeah, Nintendo Prime does it a lot, and I'm like, bro, I like your stuff, but I can't even watch your stuff because I already know it's gonna just be filled with nothing but fluff and a waste of my time. I don't care how energetic you are wasting my eardrums' time. I just gave you 5 minutes to find out you have nothing to tell me. So I just skip over when as soon as I see them. It's like several of these cats I don't even watch because I know you're not finna say anything worthwhile. So I'm not even. I had no shade for Nate. If Star Fox don't come this month and the games show up, he was still right. It just didn't come. It just wasn't revealed when he thought it was going to be revealed. But if the game is there and then they made the game and the game is real, he's still right. At the end of the day, he's just wrong.
Yeah. True.
So I'm not mad at Nate. I'm not mad. Nate is not our problem.
True.
These drifters are our problems. These grifters are the problem, man. These milkers of these rumors and leaks. That's why I like when Beat 'em Ups did what he did last year. I loved it.
Yeah, I did like it. Yeah, that was dope. That was very, very
that was so dope. I was so appreciative of all these jokers. See that red coat in the background? That means a new Mario game is coming. Come on.
Calm down, sir.
You see the whisker on the side of the cat? That's a Mario whisker. That means that's a hint. When he puts this up, this is like brother. So I guess if you see a booger on the ground, that means Yoshi coming, huh? Okay, thank you. I think I'm done subscribing to you. Any other thoughts? I know that.
I don't have anything.
That was kind of gross. Nate the hate. Well, hey Nate. Hey, you can't win them all.
Better luck next time.
You can't win them all. Anyway. That was the show for tonight. I think we kept you pretty much entertained. Sony, we got our eyes on you, sir. We watching y'all over there. Y'all better not be trying to sneak some DRM on us.
Sneak some DRM.
First one. Brother.
Asher, we praying for you. We got you on the prayer list. We praying for you, Asher, that you can resurrect. You might need to come to church. You might need to pray. You might need some divine intervention. I don't know. Go ahead, K-Bum. Sign out, bro.
No problem, man. K-Bum 20. I enjoyed the podcast today. I had some good, genuine laughs today. Like, legit. And then I got a chance to hear it level, agree on my whole third party piece, and then he backed down from Keith. Today was a good day. I enjoyed myself. Level enjoyed himself.
Enjoy it. You know it won't have last long. Enjoy it.
It won't last long. It won't happen much. But today
in the morning
was the day. So no, man. I hope you guys out there enjoyed the podcast as well. I know I enjoyed making it. Thank you for the comment section for coming through and keeping us honest. And staying for the whole time, man. You guys was lit in this chat. I appreciate that, man. People don't even use that word, man. Probably don't. Jesus Christ. But anyway, I enjoyed myself today. Hope you guys enjoy yourself. I can't wait to catch up next time.
All right. Mr. Norris.
You were right in the chat. Come up and speaking that DRM. What is going on?
Brother, I saw your name pop. I was like, I'm not even reading what you got down there. I'm not even looking over there. Go ahead.
Oh man, this has been another classic. What's today? April 30th. Level head agreed. He backed down, not agreed. He backed down. We got a raise in the books. Episode 420. It is. It is an episode 420. Oh man. Yeah, I love this episode. I think this is a great episode. I think that talking about video games, First Light, Pragmata. I mean, that's always the reason. The reason to talk about. What am I trying to say? Maybe I'm 420. I don't know. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody for coming through and like K-Bone said, keeping us honest, keeping the chat flowing. I didn't get a chance to see Cherry Man. I look over here. Cherry Man is streaming right now. So
he was in here.
Y'all want to... Oh, he was in here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, he just said what's up. But yeah, man, get a chance to check out Cherry Man. He over there streaming. I thought he was streaming He been playing Pragmata. I don't know, but if you get a chance, check him out. But until next time, folks, hopefully, we get an early Nintendo surprise in May. You never know what might happen.
Yeah, if it's 2-3 days late, does it still count?
Nope, he failed.
All right. Yeah, man. Thank y'all for tuning in on tonight. Enjoyed the company, everybody that was in the chat. I pray that I didn't miss any of you guys. Alan Steve was the only one I missed. Alan Steve, Tank Dog 574, and everybody else that was in here. Keep your boy in your prayers, man. My voice, man. Trying to get over this drainage, man, and coughing and stuff. I'm lingering a little longer than I expect, but it's only been about a week, so I guess I'm in that same. But keep me in your prayers. But anyway, man, good show. Enjoyed myself. Some real, genuine laughs. Man, I'll be having a good time on here. But yeah, man, we'll be back next week, same time. Excuse me, same place. Started off this way, ending this way. Ain't that crazy? This was the Live and Level Gamers Podcast. The next time, deuces. Peace.
But we got smashed, bro. But we got smashed. But we got smashed, bro.